Fun.
So, like, think about over the last... I'm actually curious. I'm going to go on our Instagram page for $1 Million Days podcast.
Yep. How many posts?
Yeah.
I would say 90.
94.
Oh, fuck.
94 posts. But you look at that, that's really good. In the space, how long has this been going for now?
4 months?
Yeah.
5 months?
So there's not many people... No, I don't think it's that long. But you look at that from a perspective of what we're doing. And this is one of 3 accounts we've got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just... Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to post 94 posts, there's people that don't do that in the space of 4 months. There's people that don't do that in the space of 3 years.
Yeah, so it's like consistently about 4 times.
It's consistently, you're posting every episode. You're probably doing 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. And plus then there's other posts that you'll put on your own page and other people's pages and stuff like that. So it's great from that perspective that this is a real branding exercise, but the benefit of building that brand, not only just for the $1 Million Days brand, because that in itself is a brand, it's worth something. Okay, you could turn around and say, George, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, and I could get someone else to come in on this podcast and the brand still exists.
Or we could get this to the point where we focus on the production of the brand and we don't necessarily do all the hosting, just like Fox FM.
Yeah. Yeah, you almost become like a radio station. Yeah.
They have
$1 Million
different
Days
hosts.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's other people coming
And
in
then we have
chatting on it.
different, and we start to get other people to come on.
Yep.
And then it goes from, okay, cool, you're now here. Now you might drop off. And then we'll get someone else there. And then I might drop off. And then now they're hosting it.
You can cover different topics across a broad spectrum of experiences as well. You could have a naturopath here and do a naturopath session. Do you know what I mean? And you could have someone in another space. You could have someone doing whatever, life coaching.
So, yeah, how to life.
How to life.
How to life your life.
So,
What's
for
the
people not building brand, what's your advice to them? I suppose if you don't have a business, okay, let's do it like that. If you don't have a business, do you need to build a brand?
Here's my take on it. Everyone's building brand. Everyone.
Yep.
Your brand is what people think or say about you.
And maybe you're just single and you want to find someone. Well, then you're building your brand there, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're
you have a brand in the dating world.
That's
people look at you and they think something and they're like, oh yeah, this girl or this guy is good, bad.
Yeah, and you may not be on one of the apps or something, but it could even just be on your own Instagram page, for example.
Yeah, they have some perception of you. So everyone, to some degree, is building brand. And one of my favorite sayings is people are going to make a judgment of you anyway. Not in a bad way, but they're going to look at you and they're going to think something. It's human nature. We look at things and we judge them for what it is. Hey, a car's coming, I shouldn't cross the road. A good judgment. Hey, this guy's a dick. Maybe not a good judgment. You're judging him the wrong way. You don't know his story. But we judge everything. It's how we've gotten to this point.
Yeah.
That's how we think. So people are going to think something of you. So why not try and influence what they're going to think? Why not try and have some control? Not all, you can't, but some control on how you're perceived to other people.
Yeah, 100%.
But we do as well. We just don't think that we do because a lot of people, people want to wear cool. I can sound like cool top. People want to wear. It's all right. It's a guy. I make this up. But people want to wear cool clothes. People want to wear particular brands because if we associate ourselves, so our own brand, to that brand, it elevates us.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean? If I walk around in Gucci and it shows, it gives off a perception that I've got money. I can afford these products. Right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, which is why people like it.
Yeah, people build an emotional connection with it.
Yeah.
So how they look, how they feel, how they're perceived. That's ultimately what it is. And if you think about, you say, I'm not influenced by brand, you are.
Everyone is.
Everyone is influenced by brand. There's a reason why you wearing a no-name brand T-shirt is a brand in itself. Is you making a statement to say, I'm not wearing a branded T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
your TV. What TV? Like most people. Sorry.
That's so good.
I know you like it. You can use it. Next time you're on stage.
Dude, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it takes, someone said to me, I used to work at Mercedes. This is the perfect example that relates to the T-shirt thing. And we used to get a company car.
Yeah.
I used to be like, I'm paying for this. You get fringe benefit, FBT, fringe benefit tax. So you're paying for the car. You're getting taxed for it. So I'm like, dude, there's a pool of cars, maybe 25 different cars. I want to take the best car I can.
Yeah.
I'm paying the same amount. And I felt as though there was a perception of, oh, so you won't drive the A-Class? And I was like, if I have to, I will. But if I can choose, and you choose an A-Class, unless you like the A-Class, which is okay. But if you don't, if you're doing it to choose, like to be like I'm modest.
Yeah.
I'm humble. I'll drive anything that has four wheels.
Yeah.
That's a brand.
It is.
Yeah. I wasn't like that. I was like, dude, I'm fucking paying for this. I want the best thing I can get. I
Absolutely.
want the most value for my money. And if
yes.
I can take an E-Class or a C-Class, I'm going to take that every single time. If it means I have to wait 10 minutes, if it means I have to get it washed, I want to drive home in comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people used to look at me like, oh, what a level of arrogance.
Hmm.
And I was like, it's not arrogance, it's value, you idiots. Yeah. I used to get
idiot.
so upset. But yeah, same thing. That in itself is saying that they are humble. This, yeah, you're 100% right. Not wearing Gucci is the same thing as wearing Gucci in a different direction.
Exactly the same thing. And everyone that says, oh, I'm not influenced by brand, but you are, because your TV at home, most people are going to buy a Samsung TV and they're going to stick with Samsung TV. Or they're going to be like, no, Sony's the best.
Samsung TV?
I do, actually. But I had a Sony. No, I had an LG previously. Until my daughter. Yeah, it was a great TV until my daughter threw a toy at it and cracked the screen. It was one of those really ultra thin ones that was like paper thin. And then she threw a toy at it when she was like 2 years old. So she owes me a TV when she's 21. I'll let her know about it.
She'll watch this episode. Really?
She'll watch it back. So
Also,
most people will keep with that brand. And it's like you can come back to your comment in a sec. Keep it in your mind because sometimes we say shit and then we forget.
Here you go.
Your car. The car you're driving. A lot of people, I'll go back to builders, for example, and tradies. They'll buy a Hilux and that's the only car they're going to go with from now until the end of time. The new model comes out, I'm getting another Hilux. I'm getting a Hilux. I'm getting a Ranger. And they continue with that brand. It's very few people go from this car to this car to this car to this car and keep changing different models or whatever it might be.
Why?
Because they have an emotional connection with the brand. They like how it makes them look, how it makes them feel, how the reliability. Toyota's what's that catch saying? Unbreakable. I'm sure you can break a Toyota if you tried hard enough. Okay, but their brand is no, we are unbreakable. We're the car that lasts forever. We're reliable. If you don't want that, go and buy a Ford.
What's your favourite four-wheel drive?
As in from a ute perspective?
Yeah.
I would probably stay with the Rangers. I've had actually, funny enough, I've been the type that's actually swapped cars almost all the time. And consistently, I've had a Hilux, I've had a Navara, an Amarok, so I'm a Volkswagen, and I've had a Ranger. And I think the Ranger's the best out of all of them.
Rangers, dude, have you driven the new Rangers?
No, I haven't. I ordered one and then I cancelled it because they were fucking me around. And it was during the time when they actually said it would be here in December. And I'm like, cool, no worries. Put my car up for sale, did all that to another car I had. And then it didn't rock up. And then they're like, oh, sorry, it's delays, it's this. And then it finally rocks up because, oh, we've got to clean them. We found seeds on the tyres. And it was like another 2 months. And then by that stage, I bought a new car. I bought my wife a car and I said, stuff it, I'm just going to keep this one now. And then I cancelled the order. But will I buy another one? Yeah, if I get another ute, I would. I would buy another one.
Rangers are sick.
Yeah, they're great cars. I think they look good. Man. So for me, I like the look of them. I think they're the best looking on the market at the moment. I saw a new Amarok the other day. That looked nice too. I would buy another. Amaroks were a really nice car when I had that. I would have bought another one then. But yeah, the Rangers, to me at the moment, I think the Rangers are the best one. And I would probably buy the Raptor if I bought another ute.
That's the top end.
That's their most expensive one, like the off-road version.
That's sick car.
Yeah, it's cool. It looks good.
What does that? Ranger.
Yeah.
Wild Track and Raptor.
Yeah. So then, okay, I'm buying a Wild Track and I'm going to put Pascon on the side. A Ranger, I'm going to put Pascon on the side of it. What's that say about my business brand now?
Yeah, you're associating it to...
Or I go and buy one of the big American V8s. What's that say about... I put Pascon on the side of it. What's that say about my business?
Well, like the
Chevys or the Rams.
Ram, yeah. Rams are sick, yeah.
Yeah, they're nice cars. I got into one the other day, like really nice car.
Really
big
cool car. So much compartments.
Yeah, but why? So you don't need that car in Australia. Unless you're towing heavy loads, 3 tons plus. 3 ton plus. You don't need it. You just do not need that car.
It's a big
car.
Vehicle,
it's a massive car. It's a truck.
Yeah.
It's a V8.
It's cool.
So
looks cool.
So I'm going to buy that car for my business now, as a builder.
You're going to piss people off?
Yeah, it could potentially. So there's a number of ways that this can be perceived. A, I genuinely need the car to tow a excavator. All right, so I need a big car like that. No problems. But then there'll be other people like, the greenies. How could you go buy a big V8 in Australia? You don't need something like that. You're just polluting the country. Then there'll be other people going, well, that's a $180,000 car. You're obviously making too much money and I'm not going to choose you as my builder. So limiting beliefs here now that we've spoken about. Or there'll be the other flip of the coin. Oh, wow, you're driving a big V8. You obviously don't care about fuel. You obviously don't care that the car costs 180 grand. You must be a really successful builder and doing really well for yourself. Yeah. Awesome, I'm going to use you. But you see how all those different notions come out, and you've got to take that into consideration perhaps when you're doing your company. So if I bought, this is interesting, pretend I've never met you and I'm your builder and I rock up to your house in a Bentley. And you live in Glen Waverley. And I've rocked up to build your $2 million home, but it's in a Bentley. What are you thinking?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I would sit there like, hey, sick car, man.
Do you think a lot of people would? But would your perception be like, I'm going to get a cheap quote from this guy?
No. I would think this guy's making bank. Man.
Yeah.
Like this guy's doing very well for himself. I'd want to learn from him. And that's my perception.
But I think you're unique in that regard. I think the way we think when it comes to stuff like that, I think it's very unique these days.
I want that. Like I'd be like, dude, like,
you'd
that's
be
sick,
impressed.
man. I want to do that. Like what you're doing right now,
Show me.
I want to be doing the same thing. Show me how you did it.
Yeah.
As opposed to, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy, making too much money. He's not going to build my home.
Yeah.
He's going to rip me off.
Yeah, so he must be ripping people off.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
dodgy builder.
Yeah.
So how funny, you've got huge success delivering exceptional projects, so you've bought a nice car, and then you're still branded as a dodgy builder.
You're branded through other people's perception.
Yeah.
You can't control how other people see the world.
Correct. Well, you can influence it.
Yeah, but you can't control
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So, touching back, why don't people focus on building brand?
I think there's a lot of effort that goes behind it.
I think it's also it's delayed gratification
Yes, without a doubt.
because you don't see
The result. You don't post and then the phone rings. Do you know what I mean?
Sick.
How good would that be? That'd be a multi. We'd be doing this from the chopper this episode.
post heaps.
That's it.
That's
That's the problem with it.
you know what, Pa? That's the fucking advantage with it.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, if this is hard,
No
and
one's
most
gonna do
people don't have the patience, I can beat everyone here. Do you know what I mean?
Without a
I'll
doubt.
outwork you.
Like
all.
last episode, the red and green dice.
That's the
If you
best.
haven't listened to it, you need to listen to it. It'll change your life. Actually, last episode was great. If you
That was a
haven't
sick
listened to the
episode,
last episode, I want you to go back and listen to it. What number is it? Figure
whatever,
it out.
whatever this one is,
Figure it
minus
out.
one.
Deduct one from this number episode.
23.
Yeah.
I think.
Really good episode.
If this is episode 23 and I'm calling the last one 23,
Shit.
I apologize. I don't.
Anyway, apologise, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I don't mean it.
Just crossing my fingers. Just crossing my fingers.
Fingers are crossed under the table.
You can't see because it's a podcast. You're listening to it.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
We were talking about delayed gratification.
Yeah, and you're right. It's because people don't do it that the ones that will and take advantage of it will absolutely dominate the space.
I think also, if you only post when you feel good, you're letting things. Dude, I heard this sick saying. Have you read Atomic Habits?
Mm-mm.
Me either. But this is from that book, and I've actually got the book. I should read it. And it
on the
says,
list.
yeah, the list. Fuck, what a list.
What a list. I probably need to pick your brain on some books, actually.
Me?
I've got a few ahead. I've got a few ahead of me, but I know always when I start thinking about books, I was often because I know. So something that Robbie does, which everyone should do. It's like when someone tells you, "Hey, have you read this book?" and you're like, "No," you buy it on the spot.
On the spot, dude.
On the spot. Amazon.com.
No brainer.
.au.
25 bucks.
/ get this book.
$20, $25, $30. It's like you can spend that on lunch anyway. Skip lunch
Yeah. Fast.
if you can't afford it. Skip lunch and get the thing because that'll change your life.
That's right.
You just need one list.
So you have a whole array of books that you haven't read yet.
Yes.
That are just there ready to go.
I reckon I've probably read less than half the books I own.
How many books do you read a month?
I'm trying this year. I'm aiming to do 30 books for the year.
Nice.
Yeah,
So 3 books a month you're trying to do.
2 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Failing horribly at the moment.
That's okay. But imagine if your target...
Imagine I get
if your
28
target-
or 27.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine if your target was 5.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
No, I
that's
think I'm
probably
on
good.
books
Or
5
12
at the moment.
Yeah. If it was your book, your target was 12. But then you're like, fuck.
You know what I've been reading? I've been reading Choose Your Enemies Wisely.
I haven't started yet. I got it. I just got my hard copy. Have you got a hard copy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I ordered it in December and it got delivered not long ago. Oh, in January sometime. Well, late Jan, early Feb. It came from the States.
The book is
I like the current one. I've nearly finished it. Your next 5 moves. Yeah, really good book. There's teachings in that I want to incorporate into future events because I think it'll be beneficial for people too. Yeah.
He also talks about how to
This is Patrick Bet-David, by the
Patrick
way,
Bet-David,
who will be on the show one day
just copy him in here.
in the near future.
He actually talks about how to like build an advisory board and in that book.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. But back to what I was saying, James Allen, Atomic Habits, supposedly one of the best books rated by Mark Manson. Do you know who Mark Manson is?
No.
It's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that guy. So he does a book review and he's like, he's read 1,000 books or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, these are the 30 books that have probably changed my life the most. And this was one of them, called Atomic Habits. So he said it's the most practical book he's ever read.
I'm going to write that one down.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it.
He talks about, there's a saying from the book where they talk about, he says, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. You know, and talking about brand, you can be pumped and want to build a massive brand, but if you don't have systems in place that are going to allow you to systemize everything you're doing, schedule it, do you know what I mean? Like, dude, imagine you could only post when you could post. It'd be hard because you have to feel good all the time. And the reality is no one feels great all the time. You know what I mean? Everyone has ups and downs. We're humans. So you need to create a system that allows that no matter how you feel, no matter what's happening, no matter what is going down in your life at that point in time, this shit goes out like clockwork.
Make the game easy to win.
Fucking write that down.
Write that down.
And
get a tattoo.
Buy the t-shirt.
Write it on your arm.
Buy the t-shirt.
Write it on your arm, then go to a tattoo parlor and get it tattooed. Make the game easy to win.
Just come to George's office. We'll tattoo you.
We'll do it.
Let's go. We'll get a branding thing.
Yep.
It'll be make the game easy to win. And
That's it.
yeah. Straight on. We should get t-shirts, man. We should get merch.
Let's do it. Oh, $1 million day.
Yeah.
Oh, too much.
Why don't we have merch?
Brand. We needed to have this brand episode so we could make merch. If you guys want some merch, the first person, by the time this episode airs, we're going to have merch. All right? We're going to have merch. The first person to share any sort of content on any platform on their brand and do a hashtag
Top George.
Top George, Top George, and tag both myself, Robbie, and $1 Million Days, we will send you out a free t-shirt. Make the game easy to win.
Make the game easy to win, yeah. All right, done. Deal.
Done.
Free t-shirt.
Free t-shirt.
That's sick.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching.